Good afternoon, Dylan. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2015. And yet again, I'm outside enjoying the nice fine weather while you're trapped inside filming because you keep having some sort of critical failure with your video recording setup. Dylan, I'm not sure why, but I really enjoyed that Pong analogy and setup that you had in your last video. I think it stems from the massive amount of dedication and focus you had during the entire process of showing Pong with your hands in the video space, and for some reason I was highly entertained. Not in a funny haha way, but I was just highly entertained and I really enjoyed that part of the video. Hey, I found other people out enjoying the trail today, Dylan. Surprise, Dylan, after all this time I still don't really know what your stance is on gambling. More specifically, card-based gambling like poker. The only reason I bring this up is because of calling a bluff. And figured by now you would have learned how to call at least a couple of mine. Normally I don't sit there and leave things with cliffhangers because they anger me in some ways. Usually that anger isn't the rage kind of anger that makes me want to go out and murder small things or large things or anything I can get my hands on. Instead, that anger is one of not really intended suspense or anything like that. It's more of a situation of, how could they do that? Why couldn't they wrap their story up? Instead, they're just dragging something out. Something that doesn't need to be drug out at all. Next time, Dylan, I think we'll go through there. But I've had enough of a walk today. Time to turn around. Is that an inevitable dragging out of things that really irritates me more, because as you drag it out, you aren't always making it more complex or more thrilling. Sometimes you're just overusing points. You're over-exaggerating things, or you're overusing certain points or certain cliches. Things like that get really old and annoying. By now, Dylan, I figured you'd be able to know how to read what I was telegraphing or what I was getting ready to do. We've known each other for quite some time. Figured you'd have seen that I was going to end that video as abruptly as I did because I talked about doing that more than anything else. Guess being away from each other for a couple of years has caused us to, I don't want to say forget how we act, but forget some of the more subtle nuances that we have and how we telegraph some things or how we follow through with what we say we're going to do. Sometimes just being able to read what the next person is showing or hiding or trying not to know is what makes the difference in how you understand what's going on around you. Every day people lie to each other about something. I'm not going to say these are grand lies that change the world, but they may be grand enough lies that they change the way that you view the world, or how you view a person. Those are the lies that I think matter. I don't want to say matter more on the grand scheme of things, but they are the lies that matter more in our normal everyday lives. Hey Dylan, you ever need to find a supply of old rusty things for any particular reason? I think I found out where we can go get some. As you can see from the bridge behind me, I have walked over something. Obviously that's why bridges are there. But this really has no segue to anything. Now that I think about it a little bit, about 15 steps, I think this bridge does have a purpose. This is the bridge to ending our video and starting your next. Guess I'll see you then, Dylan. Bye.